So there I was, 43 tabs open, drowning in caffeine, redesigning the same hero section for the 5th time. Why? Because I thought skipping the process would save time. Spoiler alert, it did not. Turns out a solid design process isn't just for nerds. It's your life raft when the feedback tsunami hits and someone says, "Can you make the logo bigger?" So in this video, I'll break down the process I follow to design websites and show you how it works for freelancers, agencies, and actually gets results. Let's get started. The first thing that you need to do before anything is research, and a whole lot of research with some smart strategy built in. If you skip this phase, you're not designing a website. You're just guessing with pixels. And that's exactly why 65% of businesses fail to get ROI from their marketing efforts. Whether you're freelancing or running an agency, your job is to understand the business better than the client can explain it. That starts with a proper discovery call. Not to talk about style or colors, but to figure out what the business does, who's it for, why the audience should care, and what the website needs to achieve. Before that call, send a questionnaire. Ask about their origin story, the problems they solve, their competitors, their values, and where they want to go. If the answers are vague, that's your signal. Strategy is the project. Don't worry, I'll leave the questionnaire that I use linked in the pinned comment below. Get this right and the rest of the project runs smoother. Fewer revisions, better outcomes, and a client who finally feels understood. The next thing that you need to lock in before even thinking about design is structure. Because what kills most websites isn't how they look, it's how they're organized. If your site doesn't guide people through a clear journey from curiosity to action, they're gone. According to a 2024 study by Good Firms, 61.5% of visitors leave because of poor navigation or unclear structure. This is where the content planning begins. You're not just deciding what goes on each page, you're deciding why it goes there. Start with a sitemap. What are the key pages? What's their purpose? How do people move between them? Then go deeper. Map out the sections within each page. What does someone need to know first? What proof do they need next? Where's the moment of trust? This part is pure logic. User flow, messaging flow, conversion flow. You are solving for the user's questions, the business goals, and the funnel stage you identified earlier. Pro tip, don't start from scratch every time. Use competitor breakdowns, sitemap templates, and even screenshots of similar products to reverse engineer what works. Your job isn't to guess, it's to adapt what works and make it clearer. I'll also link a standard sitemap that I use so you can have a base to start off with. By the end of this stage, you should have a content sitemap that reads like a story. No visuals, just structure, because great design doesn't start with Figma, it starts with flow. So now you've got a strategy, you know the message, the funnel, the audience, the goal. Time to bring structure to the chaos with wireframes. But before you drag out rectangles in Figma, remember wireframes aren't about design, they're about thinking. It's a blueprint for how the site will work, what section belongs where, what information should come first, what objections need to be answered, what proof needs to be shown, and what action we're pushing for. Because if you get this wrong, doesn't matter how pretty the final site looks, it won't convert. So how to do it right? Start with the homepage. Use your sitemap and messaging strategy to plan what sections go where. Focus on content hierarchy. What's the order of information based on user awareness? CTA placement? Are you repeating the key actions at the right intervals? Proof and clarity. Are benefits and results obvious? Is trust built early? Scannability. Are we using structure, not visuals yet, to make it easy to read? And go lo-fi. Use simple text boxes, no fonts, no images, no color. The more designed your wireframe looks, the more feedback you'll get on the stuff that does not matter yet. If you're working with a team, tools like Octopus.do, Whimsical, or FigJam are great. For solo workflows, even Figma or Lucidchart can do the trick. Okay, now this is the phase clients actually picture when they think of web design. But if you've done the work so far, the research, the messaging, the structure, then this isn't where the project starts. It's just where the strategy finally becomes visible. That starts by translating all the positioning work into a clear visual direction. Forget decoration. This isn't about picking trendy fonts or cool colors. This is about visual language. The tone of voice for your design, font should express personality, color should carry emotion, and layout should guide attention without trying too hard. To make this process scalable, start building a mini design system early. Define font pairing and hierarchy, lock in a color palette with meaning and range, create consistent button styles, forms, and sections. Standardize spacing, padding, and layout grids. Reuse components wherever you can. This isn't just about polish, it's about clarity, speed, and creating a seamless experience. And don't forget mobile. Over 64% of global traffic comes from mobile devices. Responsive design isn't a bonus feature, it's the default. When you present the design, don't just send a link. Walk the client through your decisions. Show how the strategy is working. Keep the focus on goals, not opinions. Now it's time to bring the design to life. Design without development is just a pretty picture. And development without design is chaos. But when both are done right, that's when the magic happens. This phase isn't just about making it functional. It's about making it fast, accessible, and reliable from day one. Start by setting up a clean development environment. Stick to a single platform if possible. Whether you use Framer, Webflow, WordPress, or handed code HTML, streamlining your toolset makes your workflow faster and easier to maintain. Before anything else, define your global styles. Type scales, color variables, padding, button styles, and interactive states. Every hour you spend on structure now saves 5 hours of QA later. Set up reusable components for navigation, footers, CTAs, testimonials, anything that repeats. If the client ever changes one, it updates everywhere. This isn't just smart dev work, it's future-proofing the entire build. Then follow your frameworks, plug in real content, test responsiveness constantly, and keep a QA checklist open at all times. The copy should be final before you build, but it rarely is. Always expect edits and account for them in your timeline. But before launch, test everything, from content forms and interactive elements to performance scores and SEO readiness. And if you're building on WordPress, install Airlift. It's a free speed optimization plugin we use on every project to cut load times, clean up bloat, and boost core web vitals right out of the box. With zero configuration needed, it's one of the easiest ways to get real performance gains without digging into code. Now, most designers think project ends at launch. But if you stop here, you're walking away from the easiest money you'll ever make. Offboarding isn't fluff. It's client retention, referrals, and recurring revenue rolled into one. Start with a proper handoff. Give your client a simple user guide or a Loom walkthrough of their website. Show them how to edit text, change images, or post a blog. Next, offer a care plan. Even if you don't want to handle updates yourself, recommend someone who can like WP Remote. This is a website management platform that handles malware protection, backups and restores, uptime monitoring, and even speed optimizations with Airlift. If you're handing the site over to a non-technical client, WP Remote is a safety net that keeps everything running and secure without them lifting a finger. Next, follow up in 2 weeks. Then again in 2 months. Ask how the site's doing, what feedback they have gotten, and if they need help with new features or content, this is how clients turn into long-term relationships. Lastly, automate reminders for key dates, site launch anniversary, domain renewals, product launches, etc. These are natural excuses to re-engage without feeling salesy. Because the best time to land your next project is when you've just finished one. So that's the real web design process, the one that gets results, cuts revision cycles in half, and keeps clients coming back for more. It's not about finding the perfect font or obsessing over pixel grids. It's about solving real business problems with strategy first and design second. If this helped you rethink your process, drop a comment and let me know what stage you are going to improve next. And if you want the full system, from templates to wireframes to strategy docs, check the link below. You're not just a designer, you're the architect of outcomes. Start working like one. Click here if you want to 3x your site speed in just 1 minute. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Click here and I'll see you there.